Hello and welcome to Number by Color. My name is Todd, and today I am so excited to watch the Future of Gaming show presented by PlayStation and Sony. This has been a long time coming, and I have allowed myself, for some reason, to get really excited for this, even though in the past we've had some hits and misses. It's pretty uneven with Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, but nonetheless, I am just very excited about this because we haven't seen much of the first party or even third party games for PlayStation 5. So I'm very excited. With that being said, I do have to admit that I tried to do this earlier today and it just didn't work out. Things got messed up, technologically speaking. So I've seen the first 17 minutes of this. I have not seen past it. I don't know anything else that happens in this, but I do know the first 17 minutes. So that reaction is not going to be genuine, but I'm going to give you my thoughts on how I feel about it anyway. And to be honest, when I did watch this earlier today, the quality of the stream was really bad. That's why I'm doing this now later in the day. I'm hoping that it will be better if I do sort of a VOD style thing instead of trying to record it while it's streaming. But I don't want to do too much preamble. Since I have the video right here, we can just start watching it without any hesitation or buildup. So yeah, I am super excited about this. So let's check this out. Let me start this. All right, here we go. By the way, I'm going to pause this for a second. You probably know this if you've already seen this, but they mentioned specifically that you should be wearing headphones when you watch this. I think there's going to be... the PS5 has a lot of audio technology in it. They're really pushing for a lot of cool audio stuff. So I think they're probably going to try to show that in this presentation. And a second thing I want to say is that this is 1080p 30 frame per second stream. So that's what this is going to be. Hopefully the quality is not too bad. Like I said before, it will be better if I'm hoping it's going to be better VOD. But enough with that. Let's go on. So far, so good. You know what? I'm going to actually skip this a little bit. This is just the icons, and I'm just going to skip it. I did joke in my first attempt at this that it would be funny if the PlayStation 5 came in 4 different SKUs, and each of them was a different shape, one of the sacred symbols, as it were. But the logistics of that, and like the form factor, would probably be hard to fit the components into properly, but I think it would be funny to have 4 different options and each one is the shape of the controller. That would be funny to me, but obviously that would never happen.
You ever wonder, like, different choices, how we might have ended up?
No. I like the hand we've been dealt.
Yes.
You, me, together, we were destined for something great.
I'm down.
Why did I move here?
Yeah, so I'm gonna pause this here because I saw this Grand Theft Auto 5. It's not necessarily something I'm very excited about,
I guess it was the weather.
but I understand how popular it is.
Nah, I don't know. That thing. That magic.
I thought we was trying to get out of this bullshit.
You sounding more and more like a snee-eye itch every day.
Snee eye itch.
My job, my score, get your own.
Yeah, so I never really got into Grand Theft Auto. I was first introduced to it on PlayStation 2 with GTA 3, and I always found it to be kind of boring. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I just didn't really understand what the game was trying to do at the time, but I just never really got into it. And it's gone on year over year, and people love it. And this game especially has sold millions and millions of copies. It's constantly in like the top 10 bestsellers every week or every month.
This cannot be traced back to me.
Makes no sense to me. But
Champagne, anyone?
obviously, this is gonna come over to PlayStation 5.
Just sort of smash things.
So now what?
In 2021, though, that seems far to me. But I guess it depends how far into 2021 it is. I mean, it's cool. I'm sure this is good news for anybody who's been playing and is currently playing. That's the same thing. Grand Theft Auto 5 online. But yeah, just in general, I guess I'll just say it's not really for me. But I like that they're supporting it. It's really cool.
It was great to kick today off with a look back at just some of the seminal moments of the last 25 years. And what better way to bridge our past and our future than with a game that's graced every PlayStation console, Grand Theft Auto. It's been a privilege partnering with Rockstar Games for many years now, and we're thrilled to open today with the news that that partnership will continue with PlayStation 5. It's now just over a year since we began sharing technical details of PlayStation 5, but today's the day that we've been looking forward to for years, when we get to show you just some of the games that demonstrate our belief that PlayStation 5 marks the biggest generational transition our industry has yet seen.
He kind of reminds me
Content we've curated
of Harrison
for today's
Ford a
event
little bit.
showcases how
He's got sort of a
PS5
Harrison
has
Ford kind of
inspired developers
look.
to create new experiences that are transformative in how they look, sound, and feel. Enough from me. We're gonna have the games do our talking.
Yes, games do talking. I like this because all the footage that we're going to see is from a PlayStation 5. Now, of course, new PlayStation Studios logo. Of course, all these games are going to just be in 1080p right now, so we're not getting the full effect.
A hero's just someone who doesn't give up. Your dad said that.
This is amazing.
He was right. Now it's your turn. Go be a hero, Miles.
Okay. Let's do this.
I fully don't understand how this is coming out this year. It looks awesome. Visually. I mean, it's going to play awesome too, no doubt about it. So, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Holiday 2020. I feel like this is going to be an in-between story, maybe a DLC, but I would be very surprised if it's a full game. That's so
今
soon.
日は皆さんに僕らが作っている新しいグランツーリスモの
Either way,
を
I'm
シェア
completely
できる
down
という
for
こと
it.
ですごく興奮しています。今回のグランツーリスモはおそらくこれまでのねグランツーリスモのファンの方がプレイしたら本当に嬉しいんじゃないかなっていう、キャンペーンモードを中心にしたグランツーリスモになっていると思います。ぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
Got the nice sounds. See, here's the thing. I'm not a fan of racing games. Card games are okay. Racing games like this, racing sim, I guess, it's not really my style. It looks amazing, though. Visually, it looks phenomenal. The attention to detail is so incredible. And I think this is a key moment in Gran Turismo's history because they've sort of been waning, and I know the last entry in the series was not received that well. There was I think there was a persistent online aspect to the game where you had to be online to play it, and I don't think people wanted that necessarily. So this is going to be a return to form, hopefully, but it looks really, really nice. I mean, look at that. I'm just imagining 4K on my 65-inch TV. See, the last the last Gran Turismo that I played was probably on PlayStation 2, maybe PlayStation 3. So I have a little bit of a frame of reference for this, but not really to this extent. I understand what they're doing, but I feel like this game is really hard to show off. Just because you have to kind of play it and feel it to really understand, especially with the new DualSense controller where, you know, it has the haptic kind of feedback where you can sort of feel the gravel and the pavement under you by what the controller is doing. I feel like that's really going to play a key role into this game especially, but a lot of the games on the PlayStation 5, at least the first party games. Looks really good. This is what I'm most excited about. This is the last one that I actually saw. But the resolution kept going really wonky the first time I tried to do this, so I'm really excited to see it in at least the 1080p stream.
You all right back there? No way.
I didn't get to do it this time, but I only had two games that I really wanted to see in this presentation. This was one of them. The other one was Final Fantasy 16, which I absolutely do not think is going to happen.
They have found us, Ratchet.
I love Ratchet and Clank. I'm a huge fan. And I like with this one that they're doing a new story and not remaking Going Commando.
The dimensions are weakening considerably. How bad is it? Well, it is certainly not good. Great. Where are we? Beats me.
How many arms you got, beast? We've been boarded! Get off me, ship! I'll reach
So in this game, they cross different dimensions, but
Ratchet, We are too late. Ratchet?
I wonder if it's going to be like a combination of...
Who?
See, that, I like that. Ratchet was supposed to be the like one of the last Lombaxes. It seems like we're going to get some more Lombaxes. Here we go. Like I said, I wonder if it's going to be kind of like a mix of a bunch of the locations that you've been to
So excited to be able to share with you
in
a
previous
first-ever
games.
look at Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, a brand new, full-length, interdimensional adventure built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5. We're doing things we've never been able to do before, like use dimensional rifts to be able to leap from planet to planet nearly instantly, or put ray trace reflections on Clank. All of our
It's
alien
gonna look
worlds
so
are
good.
filled with density and life previously unseen. Plus, Ratchet's all-new arsenal is more exciting than ever thanks to the DualSense controller's enhanced feedback. Ratchet and Clank are near and dear to our
That's
hearts
actually
at
pretty
Insomniac,
exciting
and we can't
prospect.
wait to share more with you in the future. But for now, here's another look.
I'm so excited for this.
Did you see that?
This says pre-alpha footage. That makes me think it's going to be not a launch title, which would be disappointing. I really hope this is a launch title.
Look, it's Ratchet and Clank.
Sand sharks from above.
See, we're getting a lot of, we're getting a lot of familiar enemies. I'm wondering if it really is kind of a combination
Or at least a very large octopus.
of everything that we've seen so far in the series.
I will never get used to that. Hey, break reality.
Don't let him get to the boss!
Did Dr. Nefarious really resurface after all these years just to try and take over the universe?
Dr. Nefarious again.
Yeah! I kinda wish he was doing a worse job!
He must have more planned than plans.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I like Dr. Nefarious as a villain. I don't know if I want him back again, though. Maybe. If they do it well. Obviously, he's like one of the most loved villains of Ratchet and Clank, but sometimes you want something new. But if they can make it work, you know, I'm all for it.
That's all of them.
It looks awesome. Please say holiday 2020. Oh, come on. I want to know when that's coming out. I would take that over Spider-Man. For sure. But I feel like that Spider-Man thing is not going to be a full-length game. There's no way. But then what is it, though? Like, why would you have it? Alright, Square Enix. Luminous Productions, okay. Is this going to be Agni? Project Athia. Okay. Designed exclusively for PS5. That's pretty cool. That means it's going to take advantage of all the cool features. No date. That's cool. Still want Final Fantasy 16 though. Blue 12. It's a bunch of BMOs. I wonder if we're gonna see Cyberpunk in this this thing. I guess I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know if they want to take the time to show us a game that we already know a lot about, though. I wouldn't complain. Just wondering. Alright, so we got a cat. Is the cat the only organic life in this thing? Stray. Huh, interesting. $2021. That purring was pretty cool. I know it's like a really weird thing to say, but that sounded pretty good. All right, that's interesting. I really like what they're doing with the iconography of the controller symbols. This is a much better format than the state of play, and this is cool too. We're getting actually information about the console itself. Are we gonna actually see it? I wonder. Wow, that looked really cool. Controller, haptic feedback. I wish they streamed this in 4K. I wish I could be watching it in 4K right now. I bet this part looks amazing in 4K. USB port, obviously. So one thing we don't know is what the back of the controller looks like. I can't plug in my back button attachment to this controller.
Making games used to be about these constant trade-offs between the artistic vision and technical limitations. With PS5, we're not going to be burdened like that. We're going to be able to realize our artistic vision a lot better. It's got a ton of horsepower, which is very easy to unlock, and it's a machine that's really easy to develop on. The PS5 will present a paradigm shift as to what players will come to expect from gaming. Will let us tell stories, make worlds, create gameplay that I think will truly captivate the player and really surprise quite a few people. Please take a look at this new franchise for Worldwide Studios, coming exclusively for PlayStation 5.
New franchise. I'm all about it. I want some new IP. That logo is so clean. I like it a lot. Housemarque. Okay. That's interesting. Hopefully it's not a twin stick shooter.
Over and over, I relive my first moments on this alien planet.
I wouldn't be upset, but they can do so much more.
The crash. The attack. My death.
Wow. Now,
the attack.
My death.
My death. Trapped in this endless cycle. Even death is no escape.
Interesting eyes.
Each time I awake, this planet seems somehow different.
Oh, that's interesting.
This world is becoming part of me, infecting my mind, my memories. The longer I spend here, the more I can feel my sanity slip away. But I cannot lose hope. choice is to keep fighting. To keep looking for answers. My only hope is to break the cycle. Before the cycle breaks me.
Returnal. Interesting. No date? I remember that Housemarque launched, or PS4 launched with a Housemarque game as a launch title. I guess this will not be a launch title. It looks really cool though. Housemarque usually has really solid gameplay, so even if it doesn't look 100% like top-notch visually, it's gonna feel really good to play. Is this? No way. Huh, interesting. Okay, so it's like a 3D platformer in the style of Little Big Planet. I would have really liked a sequel to Puppeteer probably over that, or over this. It looks fun. Probably more fun than Little Big Planet if there's not like a creation aspect to it. But that was sort of the appeal of Little Big Planet, wasn't it? That you could create stuff. All right. Not bad. I would say that's probably a little stronger than Knack would be to draw in like the children. Or not the children, but like a younger audience maybe. There's no date for that either. You know what would be cool to have another one of? Jet Moto. I really liked Jet Moto. Destruction All-Stars. Huh. Interesting. No date for that either. Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Josh Greer, and this is my brother Mike. We're from Ember Lab, a a small team with a background in film and animation.
And we're very excited today to share with you the first look at our new game. It's a story full of adventure and charm that has themes in personal growth and redemption. So please enjoy.
One of the only ones so far that doesn't have the PlayStation Studios. Could be a cross-platform, multi-platform.
I know you are kind. You sense the power that flows through this land. Yet, you do not fully understand it. Driven by the belief that you can help these troubled spirits. But you cannot hide your weakness from me.
This looks really good visually. Like, reminds me of Pixar or something. Really nice design and animation.
No power here.
This kind of reminds me of Azuric for the original Xbox. In a way. This looks a lot better than that game. This looks like it would be pretty fun, actually. I hope this is a launch game. This looks really cool. That looks really nice. Man, no date. So far we have... So far the only one with a date this year is the Spider-Man Miles Morales. We need some games that are coming out this holiday.
You ever feel like you're just waiting for a sign? To do that thing you've always meant to do. Sometimes I feel like I'm just standing on the edge of doing great things. But something's holding me back. Maybe it's just nerves.
Sort of.
Maybe it's the fear that
Reminds me of
I'll never
Undertale.
be as good as what I imagine. When I'm still just standing on the edge. But if we've got nothing else to lose, might as well jump.
Interesting. The art's nice. I have absolutely no sense of what the game actually is. Some kind of visual novel, maybe?
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning, and I'm here to share with you a game that I've been dying to make. It's an emotionally engaging story where rescuing is rewarding, failure is devastatingly hilarious, and the memories should last you a lifetime.
I hope it's not an Oddworld game.
You are no longer a slave, Abe. They believed, trusted, followed, and it led them here. You may have escaped the murderous blades, for the fate of your entire people is up to you.
I gotta be honest, I have never liked the visual aesthetic of Oddworld games.
我々の考える東京のビジュアルを実現できました。
Tango, huh?
今までに見たことのない東京の魅力を見て、聞いて、感じることができます。これからお見せするのはゴーストワイヤー東京の世界初のゲームプレイ動画です。スーパーナチュラルでミステリアスな東京、そこに潜む驚異と美しさを感じ取っていただけると思います。ぜひお楽しみください。
There's some like, I mean, there's some kind of interesting backstory to this game. Definitely interested in seeing what it is.
You see things others can't. Hear threats others don't. Fight when others won't. It's up to you to save Tokyo.
This is definitely not what I was expecting it to be. This seems a lot more action heavy. Yeah, almost like a BioShock. It's like martial arts magic. I was expecting that to be way more of a horror game than that seems. That seems not quite on like the scary as much as the like the thrillery, fast-paced action. It looks pretty fun. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play, but that's definitely not the vibe I was expecting it. That's interesting. I'd like to see more. Be interested to know kind of what the story is. What is this, like Midsummer the game? Super Brothers. Wait, is that the name of the game or the studio? Must be the studio. What is this game? I have no idea. What is this? I feel like I'm not getting a good sense at all of what this game is. Is that the name of the game? Year Zero? You're, oh, okay. Is this like a is this Kerbal? No. Is this like Race the Sun? I feel like the disadvantage of showing games like these is that it's very hard to convey what the actual game is. Because you can't... There's no... So that's a launch game too. And they're still not saying the date here. I noticed that. That's interesting. Maybe they will at the end. I doubt it though. I didn't get a chance to write down the end of it. But yeah, with the games like that, it's harder to convey what the game is because you just get this trailer with music. There's nothing really in it. Is this Godfall? If this game is offline, if I could play this offline by myself, I'm in because it looks really fun. It kind of reminds me of like a Kingdoms of Amalur, sort of like an action RPG game. It looks really fun. Maybe not groundbreaking, but that doesn't really detract for me. I mean, it looks like it's going to look really nice visually. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. That's holiday too, right? Holiday 2020, yeah. I never really got into Hyper Light Drifter. Maybe I should give it another chance. It looks cool. Visually. I feel like I have to say that to like a disclaimer. That's cool, like a jet set type of thing. Oh. Solar ash. It's a cool aesthetic. $2021, man. We've got two games. We have 3 games coming out this holiday so far. I'm pretty sure they're saving the best for last, or the best for last, you know? Maybe Horizon. I mean, I could see Horizon being in here. But we need something. We need something big.
It was always gonna end like this. All your hard work, all your sacrifice, only sped up the process.
find yourself alone. Only death awaits.
That's the first concrete date that we have, as far as like knowing more than just the month or the season. I know there's more. I'm pausing it real quick because I wanted to say something, but I forgot. Oh yeah, so far there's only been like 1 or 2 of these trailers, maybe 3, where the sound, the audio has been particularly interesting. They specifically mentioned that you should wear headphones when you watch this. But so far, I don't see a necessary, like a reason to. But it looks like we have maybe about 30 minutes left, maybe a little bit less. So hopefully, hopefully we get something where the audio is prominent. And I know if it's going to be like a major first party game, it's probably going to happen. But so far, I'm not super thrilled with the audio. Some of them did really sound good though. But let's continue.
Back here from IO Interactive. In Hitman 3, Agent 47 is back for his most intimate and professional contract in his entire career.
His most professional.
This is also the dramatic conclusion for the World of Assassination trilogy. I'm so proud to be here to present a little glimpse of the gameplay where Agent 47 is on top of the world in Dubai. Enjoy.
I never played Hitman. I've heard the last couple have been really good. Ooh, I just saw poppin'. Texture poppin'. Was that it? That's it. I feel like that didn't really show more than the trailer did. Okay. Oh, is this the is this it? We're getting to see the menu? Oh, this is cool. I really like stuff like this. I want to see the UI. Is that all we're getting? Yeah, that's all we're getting. Of course it is. Oh, is this a non-VR version of Astrobot? Maybe? I love Astrobot. I would definitely... Yeah, if you had the choice between Astrobot and Knack as a launch title, yeah. But that's not even launched. They didn't even have a date. Man. Give me another puppeteer. Well, at least we have some diversity in art style. I like that. I appreciate that. Was this like a Kid Horizon? What? Is he just riding on glove-faced penguins? That's not a place you want to be. That kid right there. Oh, look, it's Aerith. Is this person trying to... Is the boy trying to get to this old man? I still kind of don't understand what this game is. Little devil inside. Is he inside the old man? No date. Give us a flippin' date, man. We need some games coming out holiday. Where are the big bangs?
What's up, everyone? I'm Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans. Here we go. The first ever teaser for NBA 2K21. Y'all are not ready for this.
I definitely am not ready. Actual PlayStation 5 pre-alpha NBA 2K21 footage. This is actual, guys. Actual. This has to be holiday, right?
I ain't trying to bring you down, but for real, you might as well give up now.
That looked like blood.
Chance, but I don't see how. Got a real tight grip when I hold that crown. I'm the first one in and the last one out.
No, it looks really, really good.
I don't make a sound when I stray. You better just run for your life. Run for your life. Run for your life. Run for your life.
Fall.
Run for your life.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it's not actual... I guess it's actual gameplay in a sense, but it's not like what the game is actually going to be, so... It's a nice, like, proof of concept for the visuals, but not the actual game. Is this Pikmin? I know it's not Pikmin. I mean, maybe... It's obviously going to turn into something completely different.
Amazing, aren't they? Half bug, half snack. A very recently discovered species, entirely unique to this island. Oh, this one's lively. Beautiful seed patterns. Oh, and it's tasty too. Welcome to the island of bug snacks.
Bug snacks? The fact that they made this song alone is amazing. This game seems like it's going to be so niche.
My invitation is open. Come join me on the island of bug snacks.
Liz! I was trying to carry a lamp with my weenie hands, but I dropped it, and now the town's on fire.
Oh, again?
Jeez. I can't believe this is real. Who is this game for? I'm sure I'll have some kind of audience, but this is like such an odd idea. Oh, but at least it's coming out this year, huh? I just want to know the date. I want to know when this is coming out. We would normally know around this time. The E3 time. we would know the date and the price. We should I want to at least know the date.
Hi everyone, thank you for being with us today for this very special event. But before we get to the end of the show, I have something very near and dear to me.
I feel like this could be so many different things. Horizon? Come on. Something new, maybe? A new IP? Demon Souls? Bloodborne? No. I have no idea what this is. It is Demon Souls. I was right. Well, sort of. I've played so little of Demon Souls that I could not have recognized any of that. I missed that. What did it say? Hold on. Oh, Blue Point Games, of course. We need a heavy hitter.
Deathloop is a next-gen first-person shooter about rival assassins locked in a time loop.
This is our unique vision, what Arcane is all about.
Freeform immersive gameplay, a surreal player-driven story smashed together.
Want to see some stylish action? Check this out.
He's so sure that it's going to be stylish action. Let's see if it really is stylish, huh? I don't know.
Hello, Black Reef. Colt, my predecessor, has been pronounced guilty of treason. He is to be shot on sight henceforth in perpetuity.
I don't think that's how you load a gun. I don't think that's going to work for him.
The real party doesn't start until he's dead.
She is not making this easy.
I really want to see these in 4K. I feel like they would look so much better. Okay, there was no need to slide right there. By the way, still don't fully understand the slide mechanic. I mean, I understand it, obviously, it's sliding. Okay.
Good morning, Black Reef. Another day, another death. Our time loops fun.
Have we seen this before? This looks familiar.
For everyone else on this island, this place is paradise. A never-ending party where hunting me is the main attraction. And no matter how I try to escape, they always cut me down. But I'm one stubborn motherfucker.
Okay.
Every loop I'm learning a little more, piecing together the
Interesting.
puzzle. There's 8 targets, and they all gotta die before midnight.
Like Kill Bill.
There's just one little snag.
You thought it was going to be easy?
Juliana Blake, Black Reef's protector, and a real pain in my ass. She may kill me 1,000,000 times, but eventually, inevitably, I will break this fucking loop.
I feel like we've seen this in some show, maybe last year. Nice to actually see some gameplay. I almost wish the art style was like this.
I don't like watching you die. I like killing you. There's a difference.
Oh, interesting. Is it like asynchronous? But that doesn't make any sense. There was no date for that either. That looks interesting. I don't know if it's really my style, but it could be fun. His story comes to a close. Sora?
Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work.
Huh. Resident Evil?
But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence. The bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the tree.
Definitely something creepy.
Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch, and into the forest deep.
What is it with that creepy story?
It's just a local tale.
Just a local tale.
Really into that stuff.
Is she reading it from a book?
Quit being so paranoid.
How many jump scares?
No, no, friendly.
That was like directly in his face.
Who sent you?
It's gotta be Resident Evil, right? Maybe? Actually, I have no idea. Yeah, it has to be. Is that Arden? That's not nice. Oh, we saw this, didn't we? Village, yeah. Resident Evil. Cool.
Chris? Sorry, Ethan. Why?
I don't think he needed all those bullets. There needs to be more. There needs to be something coming out this year. Like a big game. Unless they're just waiting. Why would they wait? We need like the KO. Don't get me wrong, what we've seen so far is good. There's a lot of cool games, a lot of potential, but nothing that's like a surefire thing. That's not to say that there won't be, even if it's not in here, but I just think we need something in here. This sort of has Horizon vibes. I don't know if it is, though. Maybe. It's not Cyberpunk, right? No, it doesn't really look like it. It also kind of looks like Death Stranding. Oh, Gravity Rush. I know it's not. This is interesting. Huh. Was that a simulation? Pragmata. Pragmata?
What is that?
Freedom. Our freedom.
They're trying to get to Earth? 2022? That's a Capcom game. Is Capcom the developer? Interesting. That looks pretty interesting. Definitely like to know more about that. What the game is, what the gameplay's like. I still think we need something. We need something. Nice. I don't know if we're gonna get it. Here we go. This is it. This gotta be it. Horizon. Or something. Doesn't have to be Horizon. Could be a new IP. I don't care. Anything. If we see who the developer is before they show us what the actual game is, we'll definitely know for sure. Say Gorilla.
The old ones perished 1,000 years ago. Their great cities turned to graves. In their place came new life.
Huh. The old ones sounds like a Horizon thing.
New dangers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I must find a way to stop it.
Now people will stop saying Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
Or it will get worse and worse.
So we have new robots, but how and why?
Until it destroys us all.
This is very interesting.
There's nothing I wouldn't do to save this world. No depth I won't explore. No secret I won't unlock. No barrier I won't cross.
Wow.
This mission is mine alone. If I falter, if I fail, there won't be anyone left to stop what's coming.
Nice. Yeah. I love Lance Reddick. Forbidden West. Yeah, that's the game.
But whatever comes,
Yeah. That's really cool. That's really interesting. I am very curious to know.
On behalf of the entire team at Gorilla, we're happy to share the first look at Horizon Forbidden West.
We're continuing Elga's story as she moves west to a far future America.
To brave a beautiful but dangerous frontier masked with mysterious new threats.
Get ready to explore distant lands ravaged by massive storms.
And take on new, powerful machines as you return
to the majestic world of Horizon.
Stay tuned for much more. We can't wait for you to get your hands on it.
I'd be very curious to see why there are new creations, but I guess since it's a new location, I think
there's a lot to
I
look
guess that's
forward
why.
to for the community. I think fans are going to be really pleased.
As a game designer,
No date for that,
this
though.
is incredibly exciting. We're talking a whole new generation of ideas and
No date.
experiences that we can create for the player.
No matter where they are, no matter who they are.
New experiences like we've never had before.
More iconic, interesting characters, more atmospheric, immersive worlds for players to explore.
We want to wow players.
Expect the unexpected. And I for one can't wait.
You can't wait.
We can't wait to share them with you.
It's so exciting.
Incredibly exciting.
It's really about
For the players and for the players.
As a developer, that's an amazing feeling to have.
Welcome to PlayStation 5.
Cool. I see you, Mark Cerny. We get to see it now, right? How funny would it be if it was just one of those bead things that you could just like reshape, like by pushing your hand into it? Can't imagine designing this, being the one to make this art asset. It's like way above my head. This would look awesome in 4K, by the way. Oh, this is like Apple vibes. It's like a new piece of Apple hardware. There it is. Oh, it's so futuristic looking. That's so cool. Yeah. Okay. Is that like an SD slot? Expandable storage? Dude, I am so excited for this. I want to just stare at these renders. That looks really cool. I want to see the back of the controller. Come on, just give us a little bit more. A date, a price. Nope. Hmm? It's textured? I like that. I like that. Oh, wow. There's a discless version. Interesting. I definitely was not expecting that. That's... Now we definitely need a price. Show me the back. A new camera. Okay, that's good. We got some new hardware. A remote? Oh, interesting. They're really going fully in, man. That's really cool. Show me the back of the controller.
We hope you've enjoyed the first glimpse of our future today. You've seen our most striking console design yet, and you've seen games
I'm probably
only be enjoyed
a
with the
Sony
full
fanboy,
range of
but
PlayStation 5's
that definitely
features and
looks
power.
a lot nicer than the
At
Xbox,
PlayStation, we believe in generational
in my
transitions,
opinion.
and we put years of
It actually
work
kind of
into
reminds me
making
of
it up, and we
Horizon
need to enjoy
design.
the unique benefits of moving from one generation to the next. Thank you for joining us. We're launching later this year, and we have tons more to share.
Yes, share.
Welcome to PlayStation 5.
Come on, give me a date. Give me a date. Aw. So there were a handful of things.
Whatever comes.
There are a handful of things that I'm definitely interested in. Definitely Ratchet. Definitely Horizon. Definitely Project Athia. A lot of these look really interesting. I want to know more. I really want to see some dates. We haven't really seen any dates, or at least any holiday 2020. Most of these are not holiday 2020 from what we've seen so far in this presentation. Yeah, but some of these look really cool. What was that? Solar Ash? That was that? That looked really nice. No, that was Kina, Bridge of Spirits. It's just a sizzle reel of things we just saw. It's kind of funny. Come on, give us a date. You coward. Play has no limits. It's limited by date. We don't know the date. Yeah, well, that was really good and interesting. I think it didn't fully live up to the hype that I had built up for it, but I am definitely very interested to see more of these. I think in one way that this has been better than other presentations we've seen so far about next gen is that there were 26 games shown here. There's a wide variety of different kinds of games, different styles, different genres. So there are a lot of things to choose from. If you're not interested in one, you're probably going to be interested in another. Going down this list here, I think Ratchet and Clank is definitely, that's probably my number one. Spider-Man Miles Morales, which I still really want to know what that is. That said holiday 2020. I feel like it's not going to be a full game, but I don't know why they would release a smaller standalone thing. So who knows? Project Athia, that Square Enix game, that looks really cool. That is the studio that did Final Fantasy 15. That's their next game. I wish we had seen 16, but I can wait a little bit. We just had 7 Remake, so I'm not really chomping at the bit too much for Final Fantasy 16, except that it's been such a long time since 15, and I'm really ready for the next mainline game. Other than that, yeah, some of these I'm going to probably be struggling to remember the actual game just based on the name, but Returnal by Housemarque, that looked pretty cool. They're really solid twin-stick shooter games. They also made Outland for PlayStation 3. That was a really cool kind of platformer, dimensional shifting platformer sort of thing. Sackboy, A Big Adventure. That, it looks fun. I might try it. I liked Little Big Planet 1 and 2. I didn't play the third one. I liked Tearaway. I know, I can't. Media Molecule didn't make the newer Little Big Planet games, but this looks like it could be fun. It looks a little bit generic, I think, but having the name of Sackboy and the imagery has a little bit of a cachet. I guess. So people will recognize that franchise and be drawn to it. Definitely more appealing visually and just on a, like a mind share level than Knack was. It would be funny if there was a Knack 3, but I feel like that wouldn't really happen at this point. Kena Bridge of Spirits looked like a really cool game. Just like a action adventure platformer kind of thing. It looked like a lot of fun. Ghostwire Tokyo is interesting, not the horror game that I was expecting it to be, but it seems more arcadey and action like, so that is definitely more of an appeal to me. I'm not a huge fan of horror games, but that definitely seems really interesting. Let's see. Godfall, that looks just like a really fun kind of hack and slash sort of game, and I really like that. I think they refer to that as like a slasher looter, something like that. That's probably not what it was, but sort of like a looter shooter, except you're not shooting, you're using swords and stuff like that. Astro's Playroom looked like a non-VR version of Astrobot, kind of, and that would probably be fun. I'd probably want to play that just on the basis of it being Astro, and I like the gameplay of Astrobot, and having it not be required or tethered to VR seems like a good idea. Not more people can get interested in that as a franchise, Astro as a character, and maybe they would be interested to play Astrobot Rescue Mission. Let's see what else seemed good toward the end there. Deathloop looked pretty interesting. Demon's Souls, that remake from Bluepoint, it's probably going to be fun and good. I played Demon's Souls a little bit, like I mentioned, just a very brief amount of time. I didn't get really far at all. I probably played it for maybe 20 or 30 minutes back in the day on PS3. So I might go into it again with this remake. I do like those kinds of games. It might be a little bit too difficult for me, but I think I'm definitely more willing to give it a shot, especially if it comes out. See, we don't know when it's coming out. There was no date for it. If it comes out this year, yeah, if it's like one of the launch games for the PlayStation 5, and we don't have a lot of launch titles that are like not super next gen, but specifically next gen, I think there's going to be sort of an overlap with things that come out on PlayStation 4 that have maybe a patch or an upgrade to PlayStation 5. But things that were developed for PlayStation 5, if this comes out and there's not many of those games, I would definitely be interested and willing to give that a shot. Resident Evil Village. I'm not really a huge Resident Evil fan. It looks really good. I probably wouldn't play it, but I definitely think it looks cool. That might be like a weird thing to say, but yeah, that I definitely like that. I think people who like the franchise or where it went with 7 would probably be interested in this, and anybody who likes Resident Evil, I'm sure this would be good. It looked like at the end there was somebody who people probably would recognize if they had played some of the previous games. And then definitely Pragmata, that looked cool. That spaceman with the little girl, that looked interesting. I definitely want to see more about that, but that's at 2022, so that's very far away. And then finally, Horizon Forbidden West. I'm really excited about this one. I'm so glad that people are going to stop saying Horizon Zero Dawn 2, because that name makes no sense. It would never ever be called that. Obviously, Zero Dawn is the name of what would you call it? Not like a science experiment, but an operation sort of thing. So Horizon Forbidden West. It looks really cool. I'm definitely interested to see how they get these new machines in there. It seems like just a different section of the world that Aloy is going to. So that is cool. It seems like there's more organic life form there, which is a nice change of pace. There was a lot in Horizon. We had like forests and cold places. In this, it looked like there were more tropical and desert kind of places, so it'll be nice to see a different visual aesthetic in environments. So I'm really looking forward to that. I am very excited, but of course there was no date for that either. There's no date for a lot of these games, so hopefully we get more concrete dates soon, like very soon, within the next month, I would say, and like a release date and a price. And I'm even more interested in the price now because we have 2 SKUs of the console. And that's almost like another topic entirely, maybe like another video completely. But I definitely was not expecting 2 SKUs for the PlayStation 5. I was expecting it for Xbox Series X and S or whatever, but definitely not for this. And I don't know which one I would get. I probably would get the disc because I feel like I wouldn't want to lose that component of the console. I would definitely want to be able to play DVDs and 4K UHD Blu-ray discs, but there's something appealing about it if they can price it correctly. And I feel like maybe that's why they have a SKU without the disc drive, is because of cost. They want to keep the cost down, and if they can price it correctly, it could probably compete with Xbox. And maybe that's why they did it too, because Xbox has a version, at least with the One S all digital edition, they have a version of Xbox with no disc drive, and it's a little bit cheaper. So I feel like they're really being a little bit more competitive in that space now. And then with the media controller, that's interesting too. And I definitely want to see what that's all about, because it seems like the multimedia capabilities of the PlayStation 5 is going to be more enhanced than the PS4 was. And the PS4 was more enhanced than the PS3. So I'm definitely very interested to see more of the hardware aspects. I want to see close-up shots of the console itself. I want to see the back of the controller, because we can't plug in the back button attachment. So I want to see what is on there. I want to see if we get back triggers or something, or back buttons or whatever. But yeah, this was really good. I wish we had more solid release dates, but I think maybe that's because we don't have a release date for the console. Maybe once we get a release date for the console, developers will be able to give us more solid release dates. And maybe COVID-19 has something to do with the release dates too. Maybe they didn't want to promise something that might have been affected by what's happening now. So yeah, that was really cool. I'm not going to keep you any longer. It's been about an hour and a half at this point. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I hope they put up a 4K version, because some of these trailers I really want to see in 4K, especially Horizon and Ratchet. I really hope they do that. They should, to really show off the power of the PS5. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you've come this far, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. If you are not new here, leave a comment or a like, and let me know what you thought. I will be back soon with more review videos. I'm going to start working on, I don't know. There's so much stuff to play. The backlog is slowly going away, but Last of Us Part 2 is going to be out in a week. So, I might just wait to post a review until that comes out. I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, but that's a super long game. I might try to find something short for the meantime so that I can sort of keep a regular schedule. But until I figure something out, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Have a good night.